What is up, everybody? It is the Saints Hub back with another video, and today the New Orleans Saints made a signing which I thought was rather disappointing because I thought there were better options out there at the position. I was going to make a video on it, but it's my senior year, as some of you may know, and I had a lot of work to turn in for the last week because it's the last week to turn work in, yada yada. So I didn't have time to make that video, unfortunately. But I still may make it, but I doubt we're going to sign any of those guys. But the New Orleans Saints have signed Anthony Chickillo. I hope I'm saying that right. Chickillo, yeah. I guess this is a depth piece because I don't see this man as a starter. I really thought there was starting caliber players out there, such as Nigel Bradham, Deron Lee, and others like that. And I thought Anthony Chickillo was never going to be on this team. But, oh my god, this hood makes me look like an egghead. But, whatever, we're going to stick with the egghead. Anthony Chickillo was a 6th-round pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers and has really done absolutely nothing in his career. I'll be 100% honest, except for in October 20th, he was arrested for domestic violence and then placed on the commissioner's exempt list. But the charges were dropped, and he was reinstated in the league days later. But I think you guys know me after the video I made about the whole scandal with the Saints at the Catholic Church. That died down, so I'm assuming whoever was suing the Saints or whatever it was just didn't have enough evidence. But anyway, you guys know I like players, and I like this team to be a classy, clean organization. I don't understand why we're bringing in players with a history of domestic violence. Now, does that mean he's totally proven guilty? The charges were dropped? No, that does not mean that. But it means that he may be a person that puts himself in bad situations, and this could happen later down on the line, and that puts a bad rep on our team. Am I saying he's guilty? No. Am I saying he's innocent? No. I have no idea what happened because I've never heard of him or even read the case. All I'm saying is it's a risk we are taking as an organization. I'm assuming the Saints looked past it and probably read the case and did their due diligence, and they probably found that he was probably innocent. But I don't know enough about what happened to give my fair say. All I'm saying is I'm not usually a fan of bringing in players that have arrests, yes. And I'm also not a fan of bringing in players that are absolutely useless and have no use on this team. Let's read some of his stats. In his rookie year, he played 7 games and didn't start any of them. He had 6 tackles, 4 were solo, and 2 were assisted. His best year, in my opinion, was maybe it was his second best year, was when he was 24. Second year, he started 7 games, 15 games, and he had a whopping 29 tackles. And now, don't get me wrong, he was clearly a depth piece that started some games, but I don't know, it just looks why are we signing people that suck? Like, there's so many better options out there. Deron Lee, literally before his year with the Chiefs, before he was a depth piece, was a 90 to 80 tackle guy and was a clear starter. He would have been a clear starter on this team. Nigel Bradham has been a fluent starter his entire career, and we go after this guy who has 29. He doesn't even have 100 tackles in his 5-year career. Okay, I'm retarded. I had to count it out loud. 5-year career, he only has 97. Deron Lee had that in a season and like 3 games. Now, I get it. This guy's clearly never started. But why the fuck are we bringing him in then? I get it. It's probably depth, and they probably saw a little something, and he'll come in and be a plug-and-play. This means Kiko is probably the starter, and I'd want Kiko to start over this guy, because what the fuck has this guy done in his career? Let me read you his career statistics. 65 games. 97 total tackles, 59 of them were assisted, 15 QB hits, which actually isn't that terrible for being a depth piece. It means he is somewhat able to get to the quarterback. 7.5 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and 3 forced fumbles. For a 5-year career and in 65 games, that is very disappointing in my eyes. Like I said, there's better options out there. I get it. We're probably trying to save money, probably trying to bring in a depth piece, but I'm just disappointed. It's clear it's a position of need. We need a middle linebacker too. There were options out there like Deron Lee and Nigel Bradham. I wish I pulled up the statistics for them, but I'm lazy and forgot. But trust me, when I looked at them and analyzed their film, they are so much better. Nigel Bradham, I believe, won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, has been a fluent starter his entire career, can easily play each of the linebacker positions, and overall would have been a great signing because he's good. He's been a fluent starter in his career. We just signed some depth nobody. Deron Lee is a young asset that didn't play much for the Chiefs, I believe it was last year. But to his years prior to the team he was drafted with, I believe was the Jets. I might have that mix and match. It might have been in the Chiefs-Jets or Jets-Chiefs. But I know it's one of them, and was a fluent starter and actually was really good. And I don't know why he was let go by his team, because he was actually good. He almost always got tackles. It was just a good player, and he was young. He was developing. He was getting better, and we could have maybe put him on that next level. And I don't get it. I get it. I guess it was trying to save money, but I'm still disappointed. When it's this man's last year, this beautiful man that has saved our franchise, you get him every asset you need. And this didn't feel like we went out there and got him every asset we need. We need a middle linebacker too, and you got his depth. I hope we're not done, New Orleans, but you're disappointing me again. But that's it for today's video. Anthony Chickillo, welcome to New Orleans. I hope you can break out. I don't see it. I think you'll be a decent depth piece, but whatever, man. I'm not too happy about it. But until next time, guys, peace.